So we're on to part 4, and part 4 is about the people. So now it makes sense. When you look back, you see how life knew what it was doing, your soul knew what it was doing the whole time. So I've set up this these meditations that fall flat on their face. However, at the same time, life is making sure that the right people are coming in to eventually get me to the original state that we started with. Of course, none of this I knew at the time, but later it started to make sense. So, one rather significant person started to show up around this time, and that was my partner. So, towards the end of 2014, he first got in contact with me. Our conversation didn't go very far. He was very far north. I was quite far south in the UK, and it would have been really quite awkward to keep a conversation, keep a relationship going. It would have been really hard to even meet in the first place. In the meantime, I went off and did my theta healing instructor training, which obviously did 6 days of being in the theta state with like other powerful healers and the founder and her husband. That's a really powerful space to be in that's gonna clear some crap out. And I decided to make a big move, moved in with my friend. And in the meantime, Tony, my partner, he got a job in Hampshire. So at the beginning of January 2015, so 2014 is when I've tried doing all these peace and love meditations and fallen flat on my face with it. 2015, he gets in contact again and says, hey, I've got this job managing this eco centre. Do you want to try and meet up? So I was like, yeah, okay, why not? The only eco centre I know is the Sustainability Centre. Emailed him that. He replied saying, yeah, that's what I'm working. And I was like, wow, that's really weird. The Sustainability Centre has a natural burial site, which is where my dad is buried. So the fact that he successfully got the job, there was no kind of like bolt of lightning or anything on him that stopped him having the interview, or so he got the job, and it turned out that we moved within 10 miles of each other within 3 weeks. And so a big part of this, which I now understand, is that I had gone so far, I'd gone as far as I can learning about love on my own. And I've nicked this line from Calling in the One. This is not original, by the way, I just want to be clear about that. A book called Calling in the One. So I'd taken my learning about love as far as I could on my own. And it was time for me to learn with my soulmate. It has been, we've had one hell of a lot to learn together, to learn to be in a space of love with each other, that spiritual love space, and get over all the kind of usual thwarting relationship, old pattern stuff. We've had to let it all drop. And, there were people I met at the instructor training who've become more and more significant further down the line. There are, plenty of people that have come in, but obviously your soulmate is someone who's come in for a reason, and I've seen, he's another part of my divine timing and helping be in the space of spiritual love, not just the romantic love, but more of a bigger love, an inclusive, equal love. And so he's been a really important part of being able to hold that space. So my invitation for you is to think about those people Who is it in your life that is supporting you in this spiritual creativity? Who is it in your life that kind of magically shown up? Whether this is a soulmate in terms of a romantic relationship, or even animals, or family, friends, co-workers, whoever it is, who has shown up. I mean, I could give you like a big list of a lot more of them, but yeah, that's my invitation for you today. Who's shown up? Like, who are those supporters helping you to fulfill what your soul is here to do?